Hello, good morning. Welcome to another vlog. I'm Lonnie and I am a second year in dental school. I go to Midwestern University, College of Dental Medicine. Today's Monday morning. Sorry it's dark. I'm in the parking structure. So this morning, I actually am not going to class today, even though we have classes. I am helping out with interviews with new students. I didn't find out that I was doing this today until yesterday. So yeah, but this morning for the first half of the day I will be interviewing students, which is fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I also in my husband's car because he is taking my car for an oil change. So let's go to school.
To do something on the 4th, and I'm thinking Fall Fest but then I was like, oh, I don't know, because it starts on the 3rd.
We're going to radiology. What are you gonna learn today? Oh, I'm taking radiographs. Hello, I just got back from school. I just got home. But today, as I talked about, I had the interviews in the morning. I was with 2 faculty and we interviewed 5 different students, and it was really fun. It was really fun to be on the other side of the interview this time, and it was fun learning about these potential new students, and it was great. And that went until lunchtime, and they gave me a free lunch ticket so I could go to the cafeteria and basically get anything I wanted with that lunch ticket. Even a cookie, a drink, food, everything. And then rested a little bit, and then I had a radiology technique rotation where we practiced taking radiographs, which is always very interesting. But honestly, radiographs are actually very tricky, a little bit difficult to interpret, especially since we're just starting off, but I am learning. What else happened today? Nothing much. It's warm again out here. Just relax, probably go to the gym for a little bit, and then study because I have a test on Wednesday.
For procedures that are not as accurate and for preliminary impressions, okay? So if you go back to your list here, you'll
Is it time to go work out or just stay inside?
morning. It's almost 6 a.m. I woke up at 5:30. That's my usual time when I wake up during the week, just because I start school at 8, but I like to take my time in the morning. Now I'm going to study. I'm going to watch a lecture because tomorrow we have a test or quiz at 7 a.m. So I want to study for that because time is limited. Today we have sim, so we're gonna be at school until at least 4. Pretty good.
Oh, it's here?
I think so.
Okay.
The angle looks good to me. Like the back looks good, I think. I hate impressions. Me too. I need some help. I'm a makeup guru.
Or you push down on one side and it sprung back up, you have to retake 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay,
All right.
get it signed off for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You missed it. There was a pterodactyl in here. Whoopers. Hello, vloggers.
I don't know if he can even hear you.
Hello, vloggers. Can I talk to them?
Yeah.
What's up, guys? As you guys may have guessed, yes, I am the special guest from Midwestern University. This is a little kitty cat, man. Oh. Little kitty cat. Meow. 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 Meh. Okay, I'm done.
Are you? Hello, I'm back from school now. Today was a sim day, so it was a long day. Something different we did today was that we took a lot of impressions. We were simulating a lot today of what we would send to a lab if we were doing a crown prep, and needed a restoration to be made. So what we did, we made a crown prep, and then we took an impression of that prep with VPS. We also took a bite registration and then a alginate impression of the mandibular. And then I also did another prep and also used the CAD cam to scan a 3D mold of the teeth and the prep. I think I forgot to record that because it was the end of the day and I just wanted to be done, but that was really cool. And then after that, I went to McDonald's to get a coffee and a McFlurry for Christian. And now I have to study because tomorrow at 7 a.m. we have an oral health science exam, and it's on 10 different lectures. So I have a lot to go over, but at least I've reviewed some of it before, so it shouldn't be too bad. And that's pretty much it. A little bit tired, but that's okay. This Friday we have a practical, so everything we're trying to practice and prepare for that practical. I probably will go into sim tomorrow to practice more as well. Okay, time to study. Wednesday morning. Today I have a test at 7 a.m. Last year we had tests at 7 a.m. every Tuesday, and this year we have a test at 7 a.m. every Wednesday, and then sometimes on Friday, but mostly Wednesdays. I have a test on oral health sciences. Yeah, this morning I woke up at 5 o'clock. Normally I wake up earlier and I like study and cram a bunch of stuff in the morning, but I'm too tired for that. Well, I feel like I prepared more for the test this time, so I didn't need to do that so much, but also I'm like really tired. School has been a lot lately, but it's fun. It's just like we're at school a lot and we're at sim a lot, so it's like straining on the body and eyes a lot, that you're just staring at teeth all day through your loops. And then we're constantly studying because we have a lot of tests. Also we have rotations, so that it's like a new thing every week that you're learning, so you have to concentrate on that. Today I have a rotation, I think it's called Simodont rotation, where we use the, I don't know what it's called. I'll tell you more info about it once it happens, but it's like a virtual reality like drilling. It's for you to practice what it feels like to drill in real teeth, but it's fake. It's a robot. You're just like drilling in the air, but I think it sends feedback to the handpiece so that it feels like a real tooth. That's what's cool about our school, is that we have a lot of advanced technology to try. Just like yesterday I explained that we did CAD cam. We have this stuff. We have a whole bunch of stuff, which is really fun, really interesting. So we get to do that today. Hopefully the test goes well. I'm probably gonna go back home right after the test. I technically have a class at 9 a.m. But I want to go home. I want to go home in between my test and my rotation that's at 2, and probably go to the gym with Christian. I will take an absence for that class because I think we get 10 or so absences, and you just want to use them wisely because you can watch the recording online and I will watch the recording. It's not like I will watch it. So yes, I will go home, I'll eat breakfast, study a little bit, exercise, and then go to my rotation. And then later today I have to practice for our practical that's on Friday. Hopefully I'm ready for the test. It's not as crazy to study for as last year. Last year was all didactics. We call it BASI, and it's all our science classes, and it's completely new things that it's not new things because you like study it in undergrad, but it is a lot of detailed information that's packed into all 1 week, and then you have to learn so much. But this is more like relating to dentistry, and it's more interesting to us, and we know a little bit more about it already, so it's not as crazy to study for. Like, you can look at a few things one time and you already understand it. Some things that we've practiced in sim hands-on, so it's not as bad. So yeah, I feel like this year it's less crazy studying. Like last year was study. This year is more go to sim, practice your hand skills, and then really understand treatment planning. Like, you're really basically pretending to be the dentist at this point, which is crazy to think about because like we're in dental school and we are training to be dentists, but we kind of don't think about it. We're kind of just like in school trying to get good grades because that's what we've done our whole lives. But now you have to pretend you actually have a patient, you're actually treating someone. So that's what we've been doing. I've been learning a lot, and I feel like all of our hand skills have gotten better because of how much we have to practice in sim and how many projects we have to do. But it is a little bit exhausting because myself, and I know many of us, are very slow in completing all our projects. Like, filling a cavity will take at least over an hour, probably maybe 2, and I know when you go to the dentist it takes like less than an hour. So we'll get to that point one day, but as of right now I'm a little slow, so it takes a lot of time to practice. But yeah, things are going well.
Stop after the gym.
Hello.
This is Mel. We're doing Simadon together.
I should.
She's so cool.
She's
just what your white paper says.
this morning, as you saw, I painted my nails. Yep, I painted my nails at 6 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, very cute. Last night, or yesterday, I stayed at Sim until 7 p.m. because I was practicing for the practical that we have on Friday. Yeah, I did the Simodont rotation, which is super cool, where it's like virtual reality. They call it haptic, so when you use the drill, it feels like a real tooth, or it's supposed to feel like a real tooth, and that's a way for you to practice without wasting teeth, without doing it on an actual person. But it was super cool because, like, if there's a cavity is a little bit more sticky, so if you stick your probe into the fake cavity, like, you could feel that it's stickier. And then when you're drilling, the enamel, the outside of the tooth, feels harder than the inside, the dentin. So you can feel those different things to prepare yourself for real life dentistry. What I think is super cool is that you can do a scan of a patient, like say there's a certain procedure you want to do but you want to practice it. You can scan a person's mouth and then you can practice it on the Simodont, which is super cool, very innovative. I don't think it's exactly like real dentistry because since you're limited to that spot, you have to understand positioning and everything. I thought the mirror was a little weird. The mirror did not feel like a real mirror, and like you're supposed to retract the tongue and you couldn't feel the tongue or anything. Overall, it was super cool. Our faculty told us that people have done like surgeries remotely because of machines like this. After that rotation, I just hung out for a little bit because the Sim clinic was full. So I waited there, and then once the Sim clinic opened, I practiced crown preps for a little bit. I'm very slow at crown preps, which is kind of scary because our practical is going to be 3 hours, and most likely it's going to be 2 crown preps. We don't find out until the day of. You're supposed to come up with your own treatment plan and do it, but we're always guessing before the practical what it's going to be, and I think it's going to be 2 crown preps, 1 in the maxillary, 1 in the mandibular. And it's crazy because we learned crown preps last week, so I'm still working at the kinks and learning. Definitely the crown preps that I'm going to do on Friday won't be perfect. The hardest part is tooth damage. Like while you're drilling, you can accidentally, especially in the space, it's called interproximal between 2 teeth, you have to like drill next to it. It's very easy to damage the other tooth, but you don't want to do any damage because of course why would you want to damage other teeth that are perfectly fine? But it's really hard. And if you damage it enough, you can auto fail, which failing is not the worst thing because all you do is pretty much you work with faculty and then you retake the practical on your own. They just really want to help you practice and learn, which is very nice. When I got home, me and Christian did hot pot together, and hot pot is so fun because it's really easy to set up as long as you have everything you need, because you don't have to like cook, wait for your cooking and then eat. You just like cook and eat as you go, which is very fun, very easy, very flavorful. Yeah, and then here I am this morning. We have another sim day. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays is a full sim day. I honestly don't know what we're doing today. So we have 2 lectures in the morning and then sim until 4 o'clock. And then I have to mentally prepare for my practical tomorrow. Last night, I feel like I finally got a full night's sleep. I feel like I've been averaging like 6 hours or less these past like couple weeks. So I've been like so exhausted, but today I feel more energized. I feel a little bit more alive. My head doesn't hurt. I feel like my head has been hurting a lot lately because of my lack of sleep. But I feel better today, and hopefully it lasts like this all day. We're in a new classroom today.
Go through the process, but of course I have to start my or a printed polymer die. We'll go through this process in this lab. We would use a centrifuge casting machine to inject.
Hello, I'm on my way home from school today. Today we had 2 classes in the morning, and then we had sim all day. We had a lot of projects. The first main thing that we did was make a provisional, a temporary crown for a prep that we did on Tuesday, and that was pretty hard. I made 4 separate crowns, and each time there was like a void in it or deficiency in it. It's very difficult because the material is not something we're used to, so it's hard to figure out when's the perfect time to take it out, take the mold out, because you want it a little bit soft still, but and not super hard, but not too soft, otherwise it's going to fall apart. And then you also have to take the crown will stick onto the tooth, and you have to take it out carefully and not break anything, and I kept breaking it when I was taking it out. But eventually I was able to get it turned in. Wasn't that great, but I was able to turn it in. And then also we learned about inlays and onlays, so we made some inlay preps today. That was fun because it's almost like a class 2 prep, which is what we did a lot in the beginning of this year, and just a little bit extended, wider. But yeah, I was able to finish my projects. A lot of people are stressed because tomorrow we have a practical in the morning, but it's okay. You know, we're just gonna do our best, and hopefully I pass and do well. If not, I'll just take it as a learning experience. So it's okay. I didn't want to stay longer today to practice because we already spent so many hours in sim. I think the night before I need to relax, and then tomorrow I'll take it, and then it'll be the weekend, which is great. What else happened today? Nothing else happened today. Just a long sim day, but I feel well rested compared to the other days, since I said I slept a lot more last night. And also we don't really have any huge upcoming tests, so I don't have to study when I get home or anything. I don't have to study too hard this weekend overall either. So I'm very happy and excited about that. Just gotta get through tomorrow and hopefully do well. Oh, also my prediction for the practical tomorrow, because we don't find out until tomorrow when the test starts. My prediction is that we're gonna do a maxillary crown on number 13. I have no idea what type, but I'm gonna go with Emax. Emax maxillary number 13 crown. And then I also think we're gonna do a mandibular molar, maybe number 30. We'll do mandibular molar number 30, and I think that's gonna be zirconia. Okay, those are my predictions. I'm gonna lock them in, and we'll see tomorrow. We'll see if I was right.
What are the measurements? Tell me the measurements.
Amanda. Oh, I like this. Alright, bro, tell me about what you're doing right now.
Wash the dishes.
Get back to work, bro. Someone's gotta wash. Looks like it's me. Oh, there you go. Gotta do. I'm sorry.
It's been almost a week since I took the practical, since I last recorded. It's now Thursday of the following week, but I wanted to give an update on how it went. The practical ended up being a maxillary crown on number 4, and then it was a Emax, a lithium disilicate crown. It was on the premolar, and then also it was another crown on the mandibular on number 20, which was a zirconia crown. So I was wrong on my predictions, but not too bad. I'm glad there was no molars, because I feel like the most difficult part of making crown preps right now is that the time, because we only have 3 hours, and then it was 3 hours to prep 2 crowns. That's probably the fastest that I've ever done them before, and I definitely, once it was finished, I definitely wanted to adjust it more, but I got it to a good point. Usually when I make crowns, it takes me like 2 hours a crown. And especially we go slower because we want to make sure we don't damage the adjacent teeth, so it makes me go a lot slower. I only got a tiny bit of tooth damage on the maxillary because we're using indirect vision, so it's a lot harder, but it was okay. And I did well. I passed, which is really good. It always makes us happy. We're always anticipating when they're grading, and we're scared to get our grades back, and then someone in the group chat texts, the practical is up. Oh, we all check our grades and check our emails, because if you fail, you get an email. And it's not the worst thing in the world. You just have to just practice again and retake it, and it's really not that bad. It's just extra practice for you, basically. But I passed and everything went well. Yeah, I didn't really record the rest of the day. I was exhausted after that practical because we're like working for 3 hours straight, and then in the evening we went to our friends Anna and Brandon's house, and then a lot of our other friends came and we made dumplings together. It was very fun and it turned out really good. And yeah, that was it for my week as a D2. It was, I think it was week 5, so it's halfway through the quarter. It went by really fast. But this week has been a lot more chill, which is really good, because I feel like we've been taking so many tests and everything has been so fast paced that everyone's been exhausted. Of course, we're still a little exhausted, but it was a nice break for us because yesterday we just had a midterm on human behavior, which isn't too intense. But yeah, now I feel like we're all recovering. It's going to be a while until our next practical, so we have some breaks. And I think that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it was very interesting. That's all. Have a good day. Bye.